Ooh, ooh, ooh. There we go. I think we're how to do, people. Well, here I am, Cherry Berry, eating my berries. Oh, I tell you what, I am trying to get on a diet, and all I eat is blackberries. And I'm so weak. But I need to lose some weight. I need to lose some weight bad. But you know what? I don't know. But I feel weak, you know, like being on a diet, just eating berries. I ain't gonna work. Ain't gonna work today. But I don't know. I'm watching Abandoned Urban Abodes. And let me tell you, some of the properties I know I seen a long time ago in brochures. And speaking of brochures, there was this place called the Melrose Resort, and back in 2008, well, 2007-ish, you know, somehow these guys came to me and my son. My son was, I don't know how you call it. My son was young, not too young. I think he was like 9 or 7. However, these guys, somehow my son was friends with one of their friends' sons or something. And my son actually brought them home. And they were, you know, looked like businessmen, and they were dressed to the attire and stuff. So I said, "Who you have here, son?" "Oh, these guys who want us to go on vacation or something like that." So I was like, "What?" So anyway, these guys, they were like talking to me, and they said, "You know, we have a good proposition for you. We have a great opportunity." And I was like, "What's the opportunity? What?" You know, they said, you know, they introduced themselves. I can't remember what their names were, but one was named, I don't know, but there was like 2 guys and a girl. The girl didn't come until like later. And they look like Men in Black. You know, like, "Here come the Men in Black." Well, that's, you know, they were dressed, but they had navy blue suits on. And they go, "We're talking to your son here." And they were, you know, "Where you live," all this other, blah, blah, blah. And they says, "Oh, I live right over there." So I was like, kind of betrothed, because my son got with some strangers or something. I don't know how he met them. But they were in my house. And they were like, you know, we're selling shares to this one resort. And I was like, "Shares to a resort?" I said, "What are you talking about?" They said, "Well, this resort, it's like a really good opportunity. We're going door to door, neighborhood to neighborhood, and seeing if anybody wants to take part in these shares, so we could open up this resort, and then you can come and go as you please." I was like, "Come and go as I please?" They said, "Yeah, once you buy the shares, you will take stock in this resort, and then you can come for a vacation, you know, you and your son, you can gather up some friends and whatever, and then they can, you know, get involved in the shares and stuff. So they said we got 10 shares, but each share cost $10,000. And I was like, I don't have that kind of money. I said, well, you don't need no money right now. You know, they said, however, you will need it later on. And I was like, okay. They said, well, you know, you put some stock in these, you put some shares stock in. You have a part of this resort. I mean, they sounded like really legit, you know. I just watched a video and I was like, oh my God, I know that resort. I know it, okay? I know it back and front. But I've never been there because it's in South Carolina. And they were like, you know, they were talking, I mean, they were talking a great deal, like, you know, you got to buy these shares, you got to take part in this because it's a great opportune moment. I was like, first of all, look where I'm living at. I'm living in a rented government place. And they said, oh, well, yeah, that's fine. You know, we can get you into a house that, you know, you can buy and all this other. I'm like, sir, I don't have the money. I said, just because I'm living in a rented place, that don't mean I've got money saved away in my mattress. I said, do you want to go look into my mattress? Oh, no, there's no need of that. I said, I don't have money in my mattress. I said, I barely have a mattress. I mean, I could just murder my kid that day. I'm like, why? Anyway, I was like, sir, I don't have no money. Like, he goes, well, maybe you can get a loan or something. We'll help you get loans and stuff. It's all, you know, financially, what is it called? Oh, God. Not financially, it's, oh, geez. What's it called? Financeable. Something like that. You know, like you can finance it through the bank or something, and I'm pretty sure that, you know, the bank will help you. I said, so you said it was one share for $10,000? They said, yeah, but you buy 10 for $10,000, and, you know, this and that. I'm like, I don't know. And then they were showing me the resort. They showed me the pamphlets of the resort. They showed me a blue house. They showed me a yellow house. They showed me a white house. They even showed me a pink house. I was like, oh, that house is cute. You know, I like it. Oh, you like pink? Okay, you know, whatever. And whatever color you want to paint inside, that'd be yours. You can paint whatever. I was like, they said, what's your favorite color? I said, I don't know, purple, perhaps? Oh, we can paint that for you. We can get that. We can get it up and all this other. And then, okay, when I saw on YouTube, I saw this resort and I was like, this resort looks really familiar. Like, beyond. Okay, I was like, I've seen this. And I'm watching this, I'm like, and it said new. It said 12/22/18. I was like, this looks so familiar. Like, I've been there, like, but I haven't. They showed me papers and pamphlets and brochures and stuff. I mean, it seemed pretty legit, you know. And I was like, you know, I really wish I had $10,000 because I would have taken part of this resort, but I didn't have a stitch of money. And I know the bank wouldn't let me borrow money. I know they wouldn't. So, as I'm watching the YouTube video, I was like, what? And they said, oh, this has been abandoned. The guys were, they scam people, and they got a hold of me. I mean, I was like, not really sure on what to think about that back then. But when I seen that video and I was like, you know, like when you see something from a long time ago and you forgot about it and and then as soon as like somebody brings it up, you instantly know what they're talking about. And I was like, this is that place in South Carolina. This is that place that the guys came to me. You know, I don't live in South Carolina, so I don't know how they got here, but they were here. And they would just talk to me about, oh yeah, this, that, whatever. Then finally, after, I don't know, 3-4 hours, they were at my house. And my son was like, I'm hungry, Mom. I said, I know, son. Just give me a minute. I'll have these guys sent off. I said, then I'll fix you some supper. So it was like 6:30, you know. And I was like, look, I said, y'all run a great deal and everything. I said, if I had the money, I would definitely take part in it. Can you imagine me putting $10,000 for one share down? Then I would have to buy a share each year for 10 grand. That's what they said. But anyway, can you imagine? I would have been part of the Ponzi scheme. I would have. And so I was like, listen, guys. And then at the time, the girl comes in. She had blonde hair, and her hair was up in a bun, and she was real skinny and narrow and everything. And she's all like, she didn't say much. You know, just like, it is a really great deal. So I was like, and she's all, you know, and so I was like, I said, give me a while to think about it. They said, how much time do you think you need? I said, just on a whim. I didn't think they would come back, okay? I didn't think they would come back. I said, give me 6 months. Give me 6 months and I'll have your answer. So they left, okay? And I was like, so I cooked supper and everything, and my son's like, well, are we going to the resort? Are we going on vacation? And I really hate to say no to my son. He's my only son. I was like, son, Mama just ain't got that kind of money. Well, you can go to the bank. You know how little kids are, all excited about something. Oh, you can go to the bank. You could go get some money and blah, 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 going on. And I was like, I said, son, that's a lot of money, you know, for Mama to shell out. Oh, you can go to the bank. And then you get mad and sad and all this other. And I'm like, I'm sorry, son. I just don't know where to get that kind of money. He said, oh, I can go play golf and I can go swimming and stuff. And you can get your nails done and all this other. Oh, my God, bless my son's soul. Oh, he's 26 now. And he's got his own life, but back then he was, I mean, he's still a doll, don't get me wrong, but he was a doll. You know how little kids are, they hear a good opportunity and sticks with them. Well, I said, oh. And I said, don't get sad, don't get mad. I said, I don't know how to come up with that kind of money. That's a lot of money. It's $10,000. I said, I'm only getting a couple hundred. You know, and so it was really hard for me to tell my son, you know, explain to my son. Well, anyway, I forgot about these people. It was 6 months, you know, forgot about them. Here they come knocking at my door. And then it was summer. Let's see, it was August, September, October, November, December, January, February. It was February around my birthday. I get this knock at the door. Like I said, I totally forgot all about these people. And these two guys standing there, and I'm like, they look familiar. I said, may I help you? They said, yeah, we were here, you know, last year, and we talked to you about the resort. I said, oh, yeah. I said, I forgot all about you. Well, we come back. We gave you enough time because you said give us 6 months. And we're here. Did you think about putting the shares into the resort? And I was like, no. I said, I really didn't think about it. I said, I just said that, come back in 6 months because just to get rid of you. And they're like, well, and then, I said, well, we all got in talking. They made their way into the house, and they didn't have the girl with them. And, they came in, and my son was upstairs, and I heard him, mute his game. I said, yeah, I happened to mention that this was my birthday month. Well, there you go. You can buy yourself a share for your birthday. I was like, unless you have $10,000 for me to borrow, I don't have that money. You mean to tell me, they got righteous with me. You mean to tell me you had 6 months and you couldn't come up with $10,000 in that time? I was like, no. I said, I was just saying that to get rid of you. And they go, well, it's real good opportunity. It's a good opportune moment. You and your son can have fun. You can come there all summer long and stuff. And I was like, I don't have the money. I was like, why do you come in here and get my son's hopes up high, get my hopes up high? And I said, and you said it's in South Carolina? Yeah. It is fun. You can take this opportune moment, this winter time, and come there, and it'd be summertime. I don't know anything about South Carolina, North Carolina, anything. So I don't know. I don't know. And we're sitting there talking and everything, and I don't know what to say to these people. I really don't know. I'm like, oh, and I hear my son, Mama, take the deal. I'm like, oh, God. You know how when you just have this little child and his heart is filled with hope and all you have to do is just pop his little bubble and you just don't mean to do it. Oh, my God. Oh, it was so tragic. I'm telling you. I'm so glad that my son forgot about this. Because, it killed him. It killed me. Because I couldn't buy a share for my son so he can go and have fun. Oh my God. That was heartbreaking. It really was. Anyway. And I was like, oh. I said, excuse me a moment. I went upstairs. I said, stop saying anything. But take that. I said, son, you have to stop listening to adult conversation. I said, Mama is trying to do something here. I said, if you keep yelling, take the deal, take the deal. I said, I'm going to go broke, and then we won't have no supper. We won't have no food or clothes. I said, you want that? No. I said, then shut up. I said, I'm trying to think right here. It's just like that moment of stress, and you get all over your kid, and now your kid's all heartbroken because you have burst every bubble you can think of, right? So I was like, oh my God. I said, just sit here and be quiet, play your game. Don't listen to my conversation downstairs. So I went back downstairs, I was talking to them. And then they're like, well, they thought maybe I went upstairs to go get money or something. Oh yeah, I got a check for $10,000. Don't cash it. So I'm like, I really wish I had money. Because I would take the opportunity and we would move there. I said, but I don't have the money. I cannot. I said, okay, fine. It's what, Friday? And they said, yeah. I said, okay. Let me call my bank. I called the bank. I said, yeah, so-and-so. I said, I was wanting to know if I can get a loan for about $10,000. And it's like, 20. Say 20. And I go, for $20,000? They said, do you have any assets? I said, no. They said, are you renting or owning? I said, renting. I said, I live in a government-funded place. Well, you can't get no loan with us. Click goes the phone. And I said, see, I can't get anything. I said, I'm living on a month-to-month income here. And I said, I'm disabled. Oh, that's great because we have places for disabled people. Are you not getting it? What part of this don't you understand, mister? I said, where's that woman that you were with? She had to stay back at the resort and everything, get things straightened up. We painted a room purple because we know that was your color. And I seen it, I swear I seen it on the YouTube video. And I was like, oh my God, they painted a room purple for me. I know it was for me. Because when I was watching that, and it said a bandit building and bandit, Daufusky Island. When I seen that and I was watching that, I was like, wow, that name, it sounds so familiar. And I was like watching it, and then they came across these two people were walking through this abandoned resort, and I was like, boy, this looks awfully familiar. And then there was a purple room, and I was like, oh my God, did they paint that room for me purple? I don't know. All I know, these people were getting on my nerves so bad. I said, look, I need some water. I said, look, there's no way that I can give you $10,000, $20,000 for a share. There's no way. I said, you done got my son all upset. He wants, now he's mad at me because I had to go tell him not to worry about anything. Don't get involved in my conversation. I said, now I have to go upstairs and patch things up with my son. I said, you people need to forget where I live and forget about me. I said, because you got me all upset now. You turned my home upside down. I said, you're going to have to leave. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do anything. Oh, my God. I said, if you don't leave right now, I'm going to call the law. I had 9-1 dialed. I said, give me one more dial. I said, give me one more opportunity to call this another one. I said, I dare you. I said, I will have the police over here faster than you can shake your tail feather. Okay, ain't no sense getting all upset and everything. This is a great opportunity and everything, and you just lucked out, Goodbye. I said, have a nice day, goodbye. And then you hear him out there talking. I'm like, oh my God. I shut the door. I was like, oh my God. I can't deal with this. So it was like they were outside and they're talking. They're on the phones and everything. All whoopity-doo. And I was like, oh my God. If these people don't leave, I'm calling the law. I called 911. What is your emergency? I said, there's some people outside of my house. They won't leave. They keep harassing me. Well, finally, they left. The cops came, and I said, well, you missed them. And I said, they just took off an SUV. So, and I was like, oh my God, I cannot believe this. I'm all distraught and everything. So I had to go and eat crow and go and tell my son. Exactly. My son was up there crying, and I was like, oh my shit. I said, why are you crying, son? Because I wanted to go over there and play golf and swim and stuff. I was like, oh my God. I said, son, do you know that mommy don't have that kind of money? No. I said, I'm barely squeaking by. I said, I can't afford that. I'm sorry. I said, come in this summer. We can go to the park. We can go to the swimming pool. And I'll buy you a little golf set. I said, would you want that? No. Oh, my God. I said, son. I said, this is hard on me to say no to you. So I finally convinced him that, this is the way it is, after he got older and stuff, and, he finally forgave me. And finally, I finally got a hold of him to calm down, to understand that I cannot afford that. I said, we're living in government homes. I'm living on a fixed income. There's no way I could, So after finally I got him to understand, and he was okay after a week. Oh, and then in the summertime I had to bring him to the finest swimming pools, take him to a golf course. We had a golf course down the street and stuff, which is now closed down. And I brought him there and stuff. I was trying to get him as much entertainment and happiness as I could. I'm so glad he grew out of that, because he grew out of it. And I was like, oh, thank God. And now he don't remember it. And that is a blessing. That's a blessing, because it was so heartbreaking. I almost broke down just now talking about it. But anyway, that is my story on the Melrose Resort in South Carolina. Oh my God, I'm telling you what, the Fusky Island, it's hard on me to raise a child by myself and to let him down. And, it was really hard. It was really hard on both of us. It really was. And the funny thing is about that, when my son got in his teenage years, his friends came and got him, and he went to go camp out and stuff. He went camping in South Carolina that was an arm's length away from the Melrose Resort. Yeah. And I was like, oh God. I was like, please don't go there. Please don't go there. Thank God he didn't. But I just let y'all know, I had acquaintance with those people from the resort, the Fusky Island. Okay, we're done. Have fun. See you later. Bye. And happy Yule, everybody. And be safe out there and love one another. The button won't hit.